Hi there, art history students. I want to walk you through using Canvas just a little bit. And particularly things that relate to our class. So what I've got here is your view of basically what Canvas looks like. I'm doing this before the class starts, so there's a couple things that are going to change a little bit. But I want to introduce you first to modules. So I'm going to close up these top three modules because now I'm going to close the top three because I want to show you that I have prerequisites on some of the modules. So right now everything's grayed out in this section 1, unit 1, and that's because look at this little zero or this little circle right here. I haven't completed everything in the first module. When you see the little circles, that shows that I need you to do that, and when you see the little checks, it shows that you've done it. So you can see I've already been messing around in the example discussion post and responses. In every module, I'm going to have an overview page at the start. This very first module has a welcome message first and then an overview page because I want you to start here. So when you click on this overview page, it's going to take you in and you're going to see every week what I want you to do. So there's going to be a little explanation of whatever's going on this week and then the step-by-step. So number 1, watch this video. I'm kind of recording this video. I'm actually going to turn it into several shorter videos. Register for MindTap, which is optional for this class. Read the syllabus and take the syllabus test. That's 3 and 4. View the discussion forum and then move on. So every week you're going to have an overview page that you're going to have to look at. And then you can either click the next button, which will take you right into whatever the next thing is, which is the video I'm currently recording, very confusing, for this video. You can also come back out to this home page, which is the list of modules, and you can click through. So I could click on the introduction, and I could click on the class video quiz that you're going to take after you watch this, and click my way through. Now you can see I've got an extra check mark. All right, if you're done with module 1, you can close it up. I also have a reference module here for you, which just has a bunch of links to things that are useful. You can close that up so it's out of your way as well. And then once you're done with the starter module, you can move on to module 2. Also, you can see there's things that you have to do to get it checked through. All right. There are some other ways to get around over here on the side. You can click on grades and take a look at your grades. You can click on Student Success Center right here, which I highly recommend you to do. In fact, I'm giving you extra credit for it. This is a redirect to what is essentially an introduction to how to use Canvas. And I'm just going to hit the back button here and take myself back. So if you haven't taken online classes before, or if you have but haven't done Student Success Center, I'd recommend you do that. It's just a nice way to introduce yourself to how to navigate Canvas. I'm also going to take you into discussions here because each week we've got emphasis on discussions. I want you involved in discussions. There are a couple ways to get to it. You can get to it through discussion, or you can come back here to the module and the first one that I want to get into is in here. So you can either access it through discussions over here on the side or through this module itself. This takes me in. Either way I get to it, I'm going to get to the same thing. At the top of the discussion, there's going to be a little explanation of what's going on, what I want you to do this week. I've got a little explanation of what's happening in the discussion forum. You can click through here to get to the guidelines for the discussion posts. But this week, this very first sort of mini discussion asks you to do some things here, and they're listed there. You can come down and you can either reply immediately if you're ready to do this thing, just hit reply, or you can come down and, like I did to test student, I hit this reply and replied to his post here, her post. I mean, it was me, so my post. I've already done a little introduction. I've essentially done the assignment for myself. I've got a little introduction to me, myself introducing myself to you guys, and I've attached some pictures in here. If you want to talk to me about this post, you can hit reply here and say, wow, this made me, I have a question, whatever it is that you'd like to do. All right. From here, you can read this whole discussion, or once you're done, you can go back to the modules or hit next again. I also want to point out, and then this will take you to the orientation quiz. I also want to point out a couple more things on the side here. Conferences, if you click on that, I haven't published the course yet, so it can't take you there. But once I publish the class, you can click on conferences, and that's how I'm going to try to hold office hours, that 11:30 to 12:30 office hour. You'll be able to click there, and then you can either write to me or you can talk to me if you have a microphone. I'll be able to talk and write, and then I'll also be able to share with you what it looks like on my screen. So if you've got a question about an assignment, we can go in and look at the assignment. There's also a chat option here, which is perhaps useful. I've just posted on this, yesterday, just reminding you guys this is not private, but this is a nice place. It's simpler in some ways than the conference. If you've got a question and you just want to, have a quick conversation about it, you can invite me or someone else to come into this chat. I'll try to remember to check the chat periodically, and I've got myself set up to get a message alert on this. All right. Two other things over here on the side. One is the inbox. I am not going to click on the inbox because you would see my private messages from students, but you click on the inbox and that'll take you into how you email in Canvas. That's a great way to email me. I, in fact, prefer if you email me in Canvas rather than having you email me just at my regular email address. Either one is okay. I'll read the other one. It's just that the Canvas inbox is easier to organize. And then I'm going to take you into Calendar as well. When you guys start in the class, you'll come in and you'll access the dashboard, which it won't let me do in Student View. And then you can come into the calendar from here or directly into the course or the inbox. Over here, I've got, so we're still in March here. You can see that there's some things due on Friday and then something due on Saturday that I have actually finished. Let's see, it's crossed out. It shows that I've done it already. So that's a way that you can get in and see what kinds of things are coming up due. Remember, though, I want you to get into, I'm going to go straight to the course. I want you in the course to do these modules. And so even if you come into things through the calendar, I need you to look at these overview pages because the overview pages tell you what I want you to do for the week. They're required. If you don't do them, you're going to run into problems accessing stuff later on. All right. And as always, I am happy to answer questions. I would much prefer to have a conversation with you in collaboration, chat, or email where I help you figure out the thing than have you sit at home and be frustrated and say, I can't figure this out. I don't know what she wants us to do. Also, I am making revisions to this course as we go. So I have made some changes. I've added some things. I've moved some things. And so I'm going to try to be about a week ahead of you guys on getting stuff done. But let me know if you think I've made a mistake. Occasionally I have a link that doesn't work. In part because I link things a bunch of times, and in part because maybe I've made a change and I just missed something. So if you think there's a mistake or you don't understand, it's possible. I am not perfect. So let me know and I can make sure to fix that for everybody in the class. All right. Again, let me know if you have questions. Thanks.